attracted to a certain scent.
Actually, you know what? Let's go to Isaiah first. I want you to see something. Kalabasaka. Isaiah chapter 6. Isaiah chapter 6 verse 6. Isaiah 6:6. Listen to this. Isaiah 6:6.
Then flew one of the seraphims unto me, having a live coal in his hand, which he had taken with the tongs from off the altar.
Stop right there. Read again.
Then flew one of the seraphims unto me,
Uh-huh.
having a live coal in his hand, which he had taken with the tongs from off the altar.
So in heaven they burn things.
Wow.
You're slow, you're not catching it. There are hot coals in heaven that are on the altar, that they burn certain things before God.
Teach us, Father.
Was it loud or no one could hear him?
I can read it.
Yeah, read it. Isaiah 6:6. Read it.
Then flew one of the seraphs unto me, having a live coal in his hand, which he had taken from the tongs from off the altar.
Notice the seraphim could not touch the coal with his hands. He used a specific tongue to grab it because it was a live coal, meaning it was consuming something or being prepared to consume something. And he took that coal, went to Isaiah and touched and purified his lips with it.
Yes.
So why are there live coals in the presence of God? So whenever you read, and there was smoke in the temple, why is there smoke? Not smells, smoke.
Come on.
It means angels learned something about God, that God likes a certain kind of smoke. It attracts the presence of God and it keeps the presence of God. And smoke was filled in the temple on the altar.
Yes.
Elijah wants to prove who is God. Elijah lights up an altar and God shows up. Do you notice wherever there was an altar, God always came? Okay, let's stop. I want to stop now.
Go deep,
Go
Papa.
deeper. Go deeper.
Go deep.
Go
If you
deeper.
did not know, spirits are attracted to smells. That is why God invented scents. Because spirits are attracted to scents.
Wow.
There are things that demonic spirits are attracted to, and there are things that God Himself is attracted to, and there are things that angels are attracted to. This is completely true.
This is really good.
When Jesus was born, the three wise men,
Yes.
who were deeply spiritual people,
Yes.
they came to Jesus. What gifts did they give him? They gave him gold that represents that he's a king. Then they gave him frankincense, which represents that he's a priestly king. He is going to be offering something before God, and him himself will be a sacrifice before God.
That's good.
And then they gave him myrrh, which is what? An oil. An essential oil that was used for healing, for preservation of corpses, embalming. It was used for those things. Why are they giving Jesus frankincense?
Wow. Smoke to burn.
Because he was a sacrifice.
Wow.
It was prophetic.
This is good. It's deep. Wow.
I don't know if you want me to go where I'm trying to
we
go.
Yes.
Help us.
People are not sharing. Facebook is not sharing. YouTube are not pushing the like buttons. I feel the spirit of part 2 is getting very close.
Oh, no. Share.
I'm not seeing thumbs up. How can we be already within like 30 minutes? We are over 300 people on YouTube, but there's only 180 thumbs up. You guys are not taking this seriously.
Come on.
So the spirit of part 2 is coming on me.
No. Everybody share. Like.
share.
The spirit of part 2 is coming very, very close.
This is too
We can raise our hands as high as the sky. We can draw perfect shapes and be the first to the finish.
good.
I'm trying to bring a major deliverance to the people of God.
Deliver us, Father.
But these people, they don't want it. The way you're sharing, you're not moving my spirit to keep going. Huh?
And as Jehu entered in at the gate, he said, had Zimri peace, who slew his master? And he lifted up his face to the window and said, who is on my side? And who there looked out to him but 2 or 3 eunuchs? And he said, throw her down. So they threw her down, and some of her blood was sprinkled on the wall and on the horses, and he trod her underfoot. And when he was come in, he did eat and drink and said, go, see now this cursed woman, and bury her, for she is a king's daughter. And they went to bury her, but they found no more of her than the skull and the feet, and the palms of her hands. Wherefore they came again and told him and said, this is the word of the Lord, which he spake by his servant Elijah the
Okay,
Tishbite.
stop right there. When Jezebel wanted to destroy Elijah first, before she said, I will do to you what you did to my prophets before the sun goes down, do you know what she did? She went dressed up, put on makeup, did herself up, and then spoke wicked. Why was she dressing herself? She was invoking a certain spirit.
Interesting. Interesting.
And then when there was bad news coming, she did the same thing that she did to see if she could fight with what she did. But what Elijah prophesied happened, that she was thrown out and she died. She did herself. She did her makeup and adorned herself. What does that mean? She put a certain scent on herself.
Wow.
That is
When she had done it the first time and said, Elijah will do to you what you did to my prophets by the sundown, Elijah ran, because Elijah knew that she had invoked something.
Wow.
This is good, Papa. This is good.
You see, some of you think this witchcraft thing is just about small charm here, small charm there, big charm here. It goes way deeper than that. Haven't you noticed there are certain makeups that if people put, they attract the wrong signal altogether?
Wow.
Yes.
Even though they are not trying to do anything. But it just pulls certain things. It's because these things are spiritual.
Wow.
Do you know makeup did not come from earth? It's not an earthly thing. It was introduced to earth by the watchers. It's not from our world. There are things you don't know. I'm not saying makeup is bad. That is why you find the old church. That's why you find the old church used to condemn makeup, because they knew certain makeup invoked certain things.
Wow.
They understood it. So they condemned it altogether, that altogether makeup is bad. But they could not have discernment